like a bit
Swing the camera around.
yeah,
You got
I
to.
know, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Literally. All right, welcome back, mutual friends. Today I'm joined with Alexei Toliopoulos, writer, comedian, podcast, film extraordinaire.
Wow, beautiful.
You're everything, and you're a
Thank you.
very good cook, I now know.
That's true. I love to cook up a storm and a feast. It's true.
Is that your Greekness?
Yeah, that's my Greekness coming through. It's how I connect to my heritage. Is
You're
by
really
cooking
putting it on
food.
right now.
That's it. Well, that's how I cook, you know. I
love
it.
that. I
Yeah.
love that. Honestly, I'm the most excited to talk to you today.
Mm-hmm.
Mutual friends will know we get to talk about Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Because-
this is
yep.
what you lined it up to me for. You said,
Yep.
I'm dying to talk to you about Tom Cruise. I'm a Tom Cruise fan as well. I love Tom Cruise.
You guys will know how excited I am at this opportunity. Just someone to talk to me for 3 hours about the Tom Cruise. Because every week I've sort of accidentally
brought him up.
brought him into every episode. And I don't do it on purpose, but
It happens
that's
naturally.
what happens to a multi-talented, man like Spunky Tom.
When did Tom Cruise come into your life? When did you become a Tom Cruise
Quite
head?
recently, hey.
Literally like
Wow.
3 weeks ago.
Really?
Or like a month ago.
Before this, were you a cruise head?
No.
No,
My God.
Like,
so
not-
you've seen it happen in real time.
I didn't know about him either. Like
Yeah.
I knew who he was, but we
Wow.
started watching Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
It's,
we-
it's hard
we
not to
don't
know
know.
who he is. He's maybe the most famous guy on planet Earth.
Yeah, no, he's my everything now.
Wow. My God.
Yeah. So
Oh my
but
God.
having said
I didn't know it
that-
was that recent. I thought this was like a lifelong obsession,
God, no.
but it's been brewing fresh.
Nothing about me is a
Okay.
lifelong obsession. It's all this week.
Oh,
This
wow,
is my
okay.
personality.
Very urgent. Very urgent.
Very urgent.
Okay.
But having said that, I've only watched like 6 of his movies, and I think that there's like a lot more,
Yeah.
right?
There's quite a few more than 6, yeah. I would say
Yeah.
off the top of my head, 40,
What?
maybe. I don't know.
Hang on.
I'm not going through a Rolodex in my head of all these movies. He's making movies since the 80s.
Yeah, but
That was like 100 years ago.
but he's like 60,
Yeah.
and he only started when he was 20.
Yeah. So maybe less than 40 movies. Maybe, but I would say.
but
I reckon
honestly,
40.
honestly,
Yeah.
if anyone's making a movie a year, it's him.
Yeah, probably.
And not only is he making movies, he's training
Mm-hmm.
and learning new skills for the next one, plus producing, plus he's incredible. I
Mm.
think. What are your thoughts on Scientology?
My thoughts on Scientology, I don't approve of it, but I don't, there's very few religions. I'm not interested in religion. Okay,
Do you think it
now
has
let me
something
think
to do with him being incredible?
He's
He's superhuman.
Don't know. I don't know enough about Scientology to
Okay.
say that, but I would say that is one of the biggest marks against Tom Cruise is that he is
absolutely.
the effectively
You know what I
the
need?
top spot in perhaps a dangerous cult, perhaps a religion, perhaps something I don't know.
You're being very
I'm
careful.
trying to be coy and careful because I'm trying to get discovered.
We're gonna catch you out. Alexei Toliopoulos.
That's my real name. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look me up. That's it.
He condones Scientology.
Yeah, I don't condone Scientology and I don't condone any bad stuff. Let the record show while I'm on a podcast here. I think
That's really
people
good.
should be
Play it
good
like
and
that.
kind to each other. And I'm going
Me,
to
on
do
the
it
other
direct
hand-
to camera. I think that no one should do anything harmful to another person.
Except make really cool movies and then not talk to their kids. But that's
he
fine.
doesn't talk to Suri. He doesn't talk to poor Suri.
He doesn't.
No.
And that's a big mistake. Suri is so cool. I keep seeing like paparazzi photos of her on my
Oh my
Instagram
God, you're a
feed.
Suri head as well.
I know.
Oh my
She's
God.
the coolest. Katie Holmes is her mum.
Yes, I know.
And I just saw.
I know.
No, this is okay. Not many people know this
Wow.
because I'm the only one in my world.
You're the only one that's
it's
a cruise
so
head.
refreshing
Yeah,
to talk
okay.
to someone who gets it.
A couple of cruise missiles out here on the podcast today that know everything about Tom Cruise, including the Scientology stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, so what was the thing that got you into Tom Cruise?
He's just shit. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Wow, he's got it.
He's got it.
I think he's a fascinating guy. Like I'm
He is.
totally
That's
fascinated
what
by
it
him.
is. Like I want to know what his daily routine, physical, mental, why does he do what he does and how does he do it? Like
Yeah, what
how does
motivates
his
him?
mind work? I just
Yeah.
want to listen to him talk and teach me the ways.
Because it is a bizarre thing where you go, I think the fascination is such a big part of why he's a movie star, because you look at him and you go, I got to know more about this guy, because he
Right.
does have
He's like no one else in the world that I can think of.
no,
and
because
that
he has
intrigues
kind
me.
of like a good quality a movie star should have is a somewhat of a blank slate quality as well, where you can apply some things to them, but he definitely has that. You
Do
go,
you mean as an actor you need like a blank slate to be any character?
no, like more so for an audience, a blank slate for an audience where they can put some of their own stuff on them, or to for them to be believable in doing certain things, not to like, because I don't think Tom Cruise is a chameleonic actor at all. I think
He's always Tom Cruise.
He's Tom Cruise almost always,
Yeah.
and very little does he do to stray away from looking like Tom Cruise, sounding like Tom
Yep.
Cruise.
Like never changed his hair or
Yes,
I don't know,
exactly.
glasses.
Very, very. There's only a few times where he's done that and like gone out of the Tom Cruise movie star persona and that kind of movie star bravado presentational form of acting that he does. But I think that the times that has done that have been excellent as well. So I think there's something curious about that, where he is capable of doing more than the Tom Cruise thing that we know Tom Cruise as a movie star to do, but most of his qualities as an actor are in that cast like presentational role. Do you know what I mean by that? Where he is he's cast in the presentational role in a film where he's like often the lead, almost always the
Yep.
lead, but in a way that is not a deep character, a little bit surface level to it,
Yeah.
but enough for a audience to like put themselves in those shoes almost,
Oh,
where it's
okay,
like you
yes.
have like a quality where it's like he's not too bizarre on screen,
Yeah.
he's not too ticks and
he's a bit
characteristics.
relatable even though he's such a superhuman.
Such a superhuman, but then because he's such a superhuman, that adds a fascination. You're like, what
Right.
is this guy? Who is this
Yes.
guy?
He's fascinating.
What are your favorite Tom Cruise movies?
So the latest Top Gun. I mean,
The latest Top Gun Maverick?
no, sorry. That's
Mission
not it.
Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, you're a fraud. I've just outed you. You don't even know his movies. You don't even know them.
No,
Mission
you
Impossible: The
have
Final
no-
Reckoning, also known as Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning
How
Part
the
2.
hell do you remember words and names and titles?
I know every movie title.
Do you have a
almost.
photographic
No,
memory?
no. I just have. I have
you
one
have
interest in
autism?
life. I'm probably closer to that. Is my
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
I have
I
one
would
interest in
love
life.
that. I feel like I've got that too,
Yeah.
but not in a way that serves me.
Yeah,
Because I
unfortunately, it's
cannot
just that.
remember a single word or name or anything.
Wow.
And like, I just get the vibe.
Mm.
I can't tell you streets or names or
Oh
numbers.
no, you're
I get the
transforming
vibe.
into a mum.
I
No,
know.
you're transforming into a
that
mum.
happened like years ago. It's concerning.
Wow, you were born a mum.
I kind of was, and not in like a maternal way, just an incompetent way.
Yeah, just in the way we go, oh, who's
Just
that
in the
thing
way
with
we
that
go,
guy?
you're really pissing me off.
Yeah, beautiful. So, so with each Tom Cruise movie, you love him more.
Yeah.
So it's you're whatever's
I was
current.
there since the beginning. Well,
Wow.
not really, but quite recently I was.
It was the beginning for
What
you.
number of Mission Impossibles did it take for you to really? It was number
Number
2.
one.
I think number 2. You really were like the
No, after number 1, I said, that was incredible. We have to watch number 2 straight away. And then I thought it was the best franchise in the world.
And number 2, you're
was
like,
the worst
wow.
movie.
But number 2, like it's set in Sydney.
It's
You're
in
seeing
Sydney.
Manly.
the bike scene had Tilly going nuts, like yelling
Yeah.
on the couch.
It's one of the few like high energy action blockbuster espionage films that has Ford Falcons and Holden Commodores
Yes.
driving around fighting each other.
Oh my God. It does it for me. I think his first movie was Risky Business.
He'd done a few more, but that was like the movie
Breakout.
star launch kind of one.
You've seen that?
Yes, I only watched it recently for the first time. It's fantastic. You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't, but everyone I feel like knows the scene where he's in a shirt and
Yeah.
like no pants and slides with his socks
Yes.
and he's like, no, old time of rock and roll.
Yeah, that's all I knew it for. So I
Yeah.
assumed it would be kind of like a kind of crappy 80s
Like
comedy.
a Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's what I thought it would be.
Not that that's crappy. It's just so like innocent of that time.
I'm a big John Hughes hater, the director of Ferris Bueller and all
are
those
you?
movies. I'm a hater for him.
Why?
I think Ferris Bueller is easily his best film, and I would say it's like the best.
What else has he done?
Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Weird Science.
God, he's like
Weird
a
Science, I think, is
classic
the worst
teenage
movie ever made.
80s
Yeah,
film
that's what
guy.
he does. And I think I have a lot of hate for that guy.
Why?
I think he's a racist. I think he's a conservative and he's a racist. I think his movies are really racist.
You're allowed to
and
not like him
misogynistic.
now.
Yeah, I hate them.
And
But I
does
don't.
that
I
come
like
through,
movies
does
that
that come through in his movies, or
If
that's
you watch
a
Weird
separate?
Science, you go, "This is the most hateful movie you'll ever see in your life."
What's the plot?
It's two teenage boys build the perfect woman so they can. So it's like really awful, really
Okay.
awful. It's racist and
They're like,
sexist,
"Bigger
misogynistic,
tits,
beautiful,
no mouth."
awful stuff, really awful stuff. But I thought so. I went into Risky Business assuming it would be more, 80s crap.
Did John?
80s.
What's his name?
No, he didn't direct it.
He didn't do it.
He didn't direct. I can't remember who directed it. But it is really a hugely stylistic film.
Yeah, cool.
Beautiful performance from Tom Cruise. It's like, to me, an
Not
antidote to
surprised.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where it's like about something more interesting. It's more dramatic.
The plot that I read is like his parents go away.
Yeah.
Also, every teen movie in the 80s starts with their parents like out of
Yes.
town.
Every kid's dream is to have a few days alone without the folks looking at them.
God.
They don't have to do their chores. They can do stuff such as hire an escort, which I believe is a plot of Risky Business.
It is. He turns the family home into a brothel, is
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
description says, because he like ruins his dad's Porsche or something.
Yes.
The dads always have like the
They've got
fanciest
a
car.
Porsche. They've got a Porsche, they've got a Ferrari,
and
They've
they're
got
like,
something.
"Don't touch it, my pop's gonna kill me." My old man, gee whiz.
And that's really what I thought this movie was going to
Yeah.
be. But the tone is so electric and it's got this beautiful
Really?
style. Tangerine Dream did the soundtrack, who are like kind of psychedelic,
that's a bit
synthetic
more
music.
interesting. Okay.
So it's really, really beautiful. It's a great movie. High recommendation, Risky Business.
I gotta say though, like there is still an innocence to the movie that couldn't be like today. Like I feel like nothing was risky in the 80s. It's just like so sweet and like everything works out in the end. I got my midterms tomorrow.
Yeah, there is actually, the ending does have, there's an alternate ending that's darker and stuff, but they did, it's really good. I only saw it once, but it's the Tom Cruise movie I've thought about most recently because
Really?
it's like the one that unlocks a bit for me, where you go, oh, he was making choices. And I think Tom
Well,
Cruise
that's
is a good
interesting.
example of an auteurist actor.
Say that word again?
Auteurist, where he's
that?
the author of his career and the
Oh.
author of his filmography. Like, he collaborates with great directors very often and has worked with some of the best filmmakers in living memory that are alive today, that have died, all of that. He's worked with so many greats. But I think of his career as him being the author of his filmography, where themes come around again and themes are apparent, but also there's a connectivity between them, and he's the connective choice between the films, where you go, oh, I can see that, like, it's all Tom Cruise. I don't know how else to
Wow.
describe it, but it's
Imagine having that kind of vision for your life. I can't
I think he
plan
does.
next week.
Wow.
Imagine your entire lifetime filmography being curated.
well, I think that's what you learn from the Cruise Man. You go, wow, think ahead. I want things to speak to me.
He does think long term.
He
Because
does.
he even said in this latest Mission Impossible, there are tricks in like stunts that I'm saving for the next one.
Mm. Yeah.
And it's like, he's been doing it for like 20 years. How is
Yeah.
he still withholding for the next one? Like, that's long term.
He's a long-term thinker. He's a dreamer.
I just burn out both ends.
oh, my God. Both ends?
Both ends.
Oh, God, no.
I'm a shriveled
What's because
candle.
you got a fire in your belly? Of course
That's
it's going to
just
escape
my
from both.
IBS, Alexei. Sorry about before.
That's okay. We've all got something lurking within us that needs to escape.
Do you reckon like an 80s movie would work these days? Because it's just so like simple.
I don't know.
You know, like okay, Risky Business, but he's just like Home Alone and he's a teenager. Like Euphoria is risky business.
Yeah, that's, they're doing
Hunter
drugs.
Schafer's taking it up the bum in an old hotel room with a married man. Like, that's risky.
You can do anything on TV these days. I think the difference is with 80s, it's often high concept. We can go, I know what that concept is. Like that one, we could easily describe Risky Business and going, it's a teen, he's home alone, he starts a brothel in his house and things go wrong. Like movies these days don't often have like concept forward the way something is like that.
What is it now?
Now it's like complicated where you can't, it's hard to pitch something cleanly like that. You know, it's
They always
often
want
this meets that.
elevated horror.
This meets that, and then usually it's like, you know, put an A24 sheen on top as well or something
Of course.
like that.
I do love A24.
That's
Yeah, of
every
course.
producer we meet with.
Truly.
Elevated genre, please.
Wow, but genre's always been elevated, especially horror. I hate that term elevated horror because horror has always been about something deeper, you know? It's about what scares you. And I think the best example, I always look back to...
Is that real?
What do you mean?
I really struggle to get metaphors.
Yeah.
So when I watch a movie, I just take it for what at face value.
But I think to me, that's a great movie. If it can have a metaphor, but for the people, the characters in the film itself, it's all real. Like, for example, I think a great movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street when it
Not
comes to
seen
horror.
it, but
You put it on the list.
Really?
It's one of the greats.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
it's one of the, I think it's one of the
Like a classic,
greatest
isn't it?
classic horror movies.
what's a line from it? I feel like I'd know.
It's Freddy
Yes,
Krueger. Freddy
yes.
Krueger comes around, he kills
He's
people in
got
their
the,
sleep, in their dreams.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think, for example of that, we go, on paper, it's about a creepy boogeyman who kills people in their dreams. But then the metaphorical stuff is all about like adolescence, community, secrets within community, like all these kind of like themes that are about. So I think that it becomes... A great movie is both, where it can be
So-
just fun for you to watch or
Yeah.
enjoyable, but there's metaphorical stuff in there for you to be holding within.
And that appeals to a wider audience because people like me, I'm like, that was a scary movie. And then
Yeah.
you're like, that was metaphorically
Yes,
saying
that was insane.
about community and shit.
Exactly. And I think that a great movie and
Well, that's
horror
like The
movies are like
Simpsons.
that. Yeah, exactly. Simpsons
You watch
does
it
it all
back
the
and you go,
time.
I never noticed that.
I connected to The Simpsons.
Or like good Disney movies for kids. Like they
Yeah,
always
absolutely.
they always talk to the parents as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
think that's it. I think, and that's why I think like, you know, elevated horror's always been elevated, but now it's that term almost means something else.
Is that what like an elevated genre means, that there's a meaning beneath the
Well, I
that's
don't know.
elevated?
I
know.
think genre is always a great way to talk to people because genre is a way that is a language that everybody understands. If you're an audience member, every single person understands the language of genre and fluently, whether they know it or not. They understand genre fluently. So I think it's a great way to speak to an audience and to impart a message deeper to them. Like, what's a better way to send a message than put it in the envelope of genre? And like
You're
that's,
so
I think it's so.
wise.
That's the way I
Isn't
care.
everything genre though?
Oh, I'd say almost everything's genre. But like, I think about art. I think about film and, you know, literature and shit anyway as genre.
Do you read a lot?
Yeah, I do, but not fiction. I don't read a lot of fiction. I'd love to read more fiction. Are you a fiction reader?
I'm not a reader.
You're not a reader.
Like-
do you read? Do you read
I
fiction?
don't read as much as I used to, but I read fiction.
Tom used to read like a book a week.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Tom, I got to be more like you. But what do you? So
Don't
what do you?
we
You
all?
don't read?
Alexei,
You audiobook.
if I could read a book, I would.
Audio. Audiobook is reading.
Is it?
I agree, but I can't
You've
do
been
that.
very nice to me today. You've complimented my home and you've
The home is
validated
beautiful.
you've validated audiobooks as
I'm
reading.
here to validate my
Everyone
friends.
shits. And you said my personalized plate was nice. 3 things that people shit on.
Wow. The home's beautiful, very
you.
tidy,
I'll
very
never get sick of
clean.
you hearing-
Some lovely
hearing that.
decor as well. The car was awesome. You had a heat warmer on
Sounds
my
like-
ass
Yeah,
on the
I
chair.
did.
That was beautiful.
That wasn't even the car. That was just my hands.
Oh my god, we got those hot hands
Yeah.
you warmed
Well,
up.
let me get this for you. No
Wait.
passenger of mine is going to have a cold ass.
Thank you so much for that. And then the personalized plate I thought was gorge.
Oh my God.
But also, I don't drive, so I don't know how involved it is to get a personalized plate. I don't know any of the
some
vanity
people
aspects
shit
of
on it
it.
for being like, you have a personalized plate. Like, that's so tacky. And
Like an ego thing.
I
Yeah,
think it's
it's
a good
like-
ego thing. Like, whenever I get
Also-
an Uber and they come with a personalized plate, I go,
Yeah.
yes, you rock, brother.
also, does it help that like I didn't buy it because I'm like, I'm Tilly and I'm so special? Like, my dad bought it for me as a gift. Like, does that add
Maybe
anything
that makes
to
it
it?
worse.
Why?
I don't know why, but that was my reaction. Maybe I like it less.
The first time I was rocking the confidence,
Yeah.
and now it's like I had a backup safe. Like I'm like, here it is, but also you can't judge me.
Yeah, I think you should own it. Go like, I did it. I choose to uphold
bought
my
it.
first vanity plate.
And the first one broke, so I bought a second one.
See, that's awesome.
No, it's not true.
I
but
think it's
you
cool.
like it,
yeah, and I especially like it's a beautiful pink color as well.
It is a
I think
beautiful
that it
pink.
sticks out.
Did
You
you hear
know?
how complimentary he is?
Yes,
Yep.
I'm positive. I'm a positive guy.
I love
You can
that.
come back.
Thank you so much. In fact, I don't want to just come back. I'd like to stay.
Well, this is your room now,
Yeah,
mister.
thank
We
you.
can watch movies all
Yes,
day.
move in here. I'd love it.
What sort
My
of
own
movie
space.
would you make if you got to?
Oh, elevated horror. Because they bring in the bucks. That's all I care about. I'm
do
a
they? Are they
capitalist
the
now.
most successful?
No, who knows? Probably if I could do anything.
But they're the cheapest to make, aren't they?
I remember what. So me and my creative partner Cam James, we made a documentary series, and people
Cameron
every now
James,
and then.
the director of Titanic.
No, Cameron James, the comedian from Sydney.
Not James
Wow.
Cameron.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God!
We also go, I made this documentary with the most famous filmmaker in the history
You've
of
also
making movies.
interviewed Anya Taylor-Joy
Yeah,
and
of
Chris
course.
Hemsworth. Not that they're
They're
at the
my
same
friends.
level as
No, they're my friends though. Yeah. They're my friends now. Yeah, it's the kind of circles I run in A-list movie stars.
Hey, I'll join you with Austin Butler. Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah, we love Austin.
Yeah, no biggie.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Sorry.
But yeah, we made
Before
a
I
documentary
start
that's like a
bragging.
weird story thing, and people will comment going like, so is that real? Did you guys make that up? I go, if we're going to make something up, we wouldn't make up this weird little story about like some random like artist. We'll write like a superhero movie, try and make money with like
Yeah.
a cool plot and stuff, not like
Yeah.
this weird little internet rabbit hole that we go down.
And what was that? What was the plot?
Oh, I found a book by an author, a spin-off book from Rocky the movies.
Oh, yeah.
And
The boxing
about the
movies.
villain. It was written by a famous author that I'd never heard of, who was presumed dead. But then I found a
my
book
God.
copy with that was brand new, signed by him. And so we're trying to find this person.
Hold
and they
on.
go,
Hold
well,
on, hold on,
I
hold
wouldn't
on.
make that up.
He's
That's
not
like
dead?
something
He's
real.
not dead?
Well, that's you got to listen to Finding Drago, the podcast.
God.
But that's the thing where I go, well, I guess
love murder
unfortunate things I
mysteries.
make is niche, but
And sorry, did you literally discover this in real time, thinking that someone had died and then you found a signature and that validated he wasn't dead at this date?
yeah,
You found that.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
a detective.
I am a detective.
What? Wait, this is fascinating.
Yeah. That's my thing. But that's why I guess, unfortunately, that
What
is
else
what
have
I
you
do
been
make.
detective at?
We did one about a Guinness World Record we thought was fake. And then we did one
What was the record?
world's youngest filmmaker.
Who was it?
This guy, Lord Sidney Ling, he set the
How old was he?
record. He was, I think, I can't remember. It's a while since we made it. I think 7? 7 years old, he made a feature film.
Surely
and we
that's
thought it
the
was fake.
parents.
No, well, we found him, we spoke to him. Yeah.
You found a 7-year-old?
No, he was like 60 when we
60?
talked to him. Yeah, he's older than that now.
Oh my God, no wonder it's fake. Nothing was like recorded or real back then.
Yeah, but
You could have said anything.
we got to get back to Tom Cruise.
Oh,
I'm here for
sorry.
a specific purpose. I'm worried about your Tom Cruise. We've only got 3 hours to go
Well,
to talk
tell
about Tom
me
Cruise.
all the things you know so I can absorb them and then forget it.
Well, what are your favorite Tom Cruise movies?
Mission Impossible.
Or have you explored outside of the Mission Impossibles?
No.
We've watched Top Gun
Top Gun.
and Top Gun Maverick,
And
the Stanley Kubrick one.
Oh, Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut is a great Tom Cruise movie because I think that is quite an interior performance from him. We were watching it
I
going
agree
like this.
because he's less like pew pew jumping out of
Yes.
planes and there's more acting involved.
but it still has that the Cruise intensity
He's
is
so
so
charismatic.
perfect in that movie.
What is it about? And Nicole Kidman, like the
Love
sexual
Nicole.
chemistry.
Nicole
with
was
them.
one of my favorite actors in history.
Wow, that's controversial.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought everyone loved Nicole.
Tilly's never liked Nicole.
No.
What about
I
Eyes Wide
used
Shut?
to. Oh, there's something about her. Like, I think in the early days she was better. I think, but I love her as a person, but
think
not as much
she's-
as an actor.
I adore her. I think she's so funny
I
as
think
a
she's
as a
fascinating.
presence, but then in her films, I think she's an extraordinary actor. Do you see Baby Girl?
I could not finish it.
Wow, I fucking adored that movie. I had the best time
I
watching that
did
film.
not believe in the like relationship. it just something about it. I was like, these two have no chemistry. Unlike
To me,
Tom Cruise.
that was a plus in the movie for me.
And I know she's had a lot of work done and I shouldn't hold that against her, but it really distracts her acting when I'm staring at her face and it's like not moving in the right ways. Like it really pulls me out of it.
Wow, no, I adore her. I think she's one of my favorite actors.
I loved her in Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
But maybe I just did that because Mum loved it and I was with her and I was like 8 and I was like, okay, I love it too.
That's quite impressionable to be an 8-year-old watching a movie with your parents. I love Tom Cruise in that. I love them together in that. I think it's that moment at the end. It's just like so erotically charged. I think it's so
Yes.
cool. I would tell you, I'll give you some of my favorite Tom Cruise movies to explore, perhaps. And I would say a lot of the great ones are when he accepts a challenge to do something outside of his persona or to use his movie star persona for something greater than the sum of its parts. For example, I think one of his best performances, if not his best performance, is this movie Collateral by Michael Mann.
Okay.
That's on my list to watch.
You
What's it
both
about?
got to watch this weekend, I reckon. This is for both. You would both love this movie. So Collateral is a story about Jamie Foxx. He's a taxi driver and he picks up a guy called Vincent who is Tom Cruise. And in this movie, he's wearing a grey suit. He's got a goatee and he's got slick blonde, slick like silver hair, like his real silver.
How old
fox.
is he in this? Probably
This is
early.
like 2005, maybe 2005.
Like 40.
So be in his 40s or something.
Okay.
And he plays a hitman, like a villain.
Oh, cool.
And he's forcing Jamie Foxx to go from hit to hit. Like it's a one crazy night, which is one of my favorite style of storytelling.
So Jamie Foxx is just his cab driver, driving him to
Cab driver. He's basically being held hostage by Tom Cruise. So it's a villainous performance from Tom Cruise. Very rare.
You know, I've never seen that. He's always
very rare.
The good guy heartthrob, like
Exactly.
saves the day.
Like I think it's the only. It's on the top of my head. It's the clearest example of him playing a villain.
And he's believable.
He's
like
excellent in it. I think it might be one of the defining performances of his career. But it's also because Michael Mann, the director, utilizes that blank slate quality to Tom Cruise where you can't quite know everything about him. Like there's stuff beneath and you can read stuff beneath, but you're not sure what they are. He's got that cipher quality, and that's what he uses perfectly in that.
Ooh.
And it's such an exciting, fun movie. Great.
All right, I'm so excited.
That is
Watching
the
that tonight.
one. That's the easy recommendation for
Great.
you guys.
Done.
Trying to think of my other favorite Tom Cruise movies. And I guess the ones, the Oscar-nominated turns are like the ones that are also worth exploring.
What's the one where he's like, "You had me at hello"?
Jerry Maguire.
I didn't like that one.
I watched that
You
on a
didn't like that
plane.
one.
Yeah.
I really, because it was on TV a lot when I was growing up. And then I watched it again a few years ago and I was kind of spellbound by it. I
love Meg Ryan. She's always Meg Ryan though in every role.
Oh, it's Renee Zellweger.
Oh,
And I don't like her. No. I love
always
every
Meg-
woman. I love every woman, let it be known. But I think.
Renee Zellweger. I like her.
Okay, well, then you should watch Jerry Maguire one
No,
more time.
I've seen it. I watched it on a plane. Once again, can't remember it. And I think I cried, but that might have been the altitude.
I think you should both watch it again with like the script in mind. Because I think it's a really nicely written script where
What is it? Like he leaves his kid or something?
no, I think she's the one of the kid, but he's a sports agent and he's trying to go out on his own. He gets fired and goes out on his own or something.
Again,
but
I just find those old
to me, it's
movies.
the dialogue.
like-
The
yeah.
dialogue is what's all about because quite rightly, like it's like you had me at hello. There's so many like quotable lines and I go, that's a nice ear for rightly dialogue. Cameron Crowe. They made another movie together that's Psycho. Cameron Crowe directed Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It is.
Wait, him and Renee Zellweger.
No,
as well.
it's Penelope Cruz
Oh, she's
and
so pretty.
Cameron Diaz.
Oh, why haven't we
And
watched
Cameron
this?
Diaz is amazing in this movie. So it's a remake of a Spanish movie. Penelope Cruz is in both versions of it, but it's like a turn of the millennium. I call it millennium mindfuck is my genre for it, which is kind of like science fiction, speculative fiction adjacent, but a lot of surrealist imagery and that kind of movie where you're like, oh fuck, what the fuck was that about? And this one, it's so weird. I can't even give it a plot. But I remember seeing it when it came out on VHS. And there was a line in the movie where you go, I see you in another life, and we're both cats. They're stuck in my
What's
head
that
forever.
mean?
I don't know. Don't know what it means.
Stuff like that pisses me off because I need to know. And then the movie ends and you're like, well, now I'll never get the answer.
It's kind of like an alternate reality
I
thing,
hate that.
guess.
I just want to be told.
I think you gotta watch this one. It will teach you how not to be told.
Oh, I'm already pissed off.
Yeah, it will piss you off, that movie, I
Kelly
think.
got 0 out of like 100 on her poetry stuff in
Wow.
school because
You really
can't-
don't do metaphor.
she can't get it at all.
I'm stumped. I
Wow.
never have understood a metaphor. Yeah, it was a poetry thing in English. It was the only time I failed a class because we had to read a poem and then answer questions about it. And it was like, what did the hunter represent in the snow? And I was
Yeah.
like, he killed the rabbit. And it was like, no, it was a metaphor for like fragility or something.
Well, maybe a literal mind is what makes you such a great actor.
Really? I don't
Well,
think
I'm
so.
trying to analyze it. I don't know. But that's me. I'm the
That's
opposite.
sweet.
I'm trying to analyze everything. Go, why does
I'm
it
like,
work?
No, there's nothing deeper.
Oh, I'm an analytical mind. Unfortunately, I'm an analytical mind. I can't change it.
I love it. Teach
Thank
me.
you.
How did you get this way?
I don't know. Maybe it is something wrong with me.
No, I think it's so much more interesting that I'm just like,
Well, maybe if I really think about it, I'm an only child, so I was a dreamer.
I'm an only child.
And you weren't a dreamer.
Well, I'm my dad's only kid, but I have 2 siblings on my mum's side. So maybe the
Are they
split
older or
time-
younger than you?
Older. So I had a lot
Maybe
of
they
time.
slurped up all the
Maybe
dreams.
they did.
And you just didn't have any left.
Wait, so you were just like left on your own to fantasize and dream?
I was a
and
fantasist, dreaming, reading,
That's
watching.
incredible. I needed one-on-one attention
Wow.
forever from
Wow.
mum and dad.
Wow, 2-on-1 attention.
2-on-1. Well, they were divorced. I come from a
Oh, a broken
broken
home.
family,
Me
yes.
too. Me too.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
me too. My parents' divorce is one of the defining things that happened to me and
Really?
maybe who I am.
Really?
I guess so.
Was it traumatic for you?
Yeah, I guess so. Imagine I
old
just
were
start
you?
crying.
Yeah.
I was 12 years old.
That is hard. I talked to Jackson about this because he was
Wow.
that age when his parents broke up. And
Wow.
I think that's a really awful time. Not to
Yeah.
tell
What about
it
your
awful-
parents? When your
I
parents
was
broke up?
4 and I never remember them
Oh,
not being
God.
not being apart. So
Wow,
I think
wow.
that's the best time to do it.
If you're listening, break up
If
with your
you're
partner
listening.
when your child is 4 years
Yeah,
old. Wait
4
till
or
then.
younger.
And then you miss your mark.
But
Then
did
you
you
have to stay
just-
together for 35 years after that.
Yeah.
You're stuck
Yeah,
in it after
sorry.
5.
That's
Shit.
the rule.
We missed the window.
So what, you just like dream all day long and write
it's
movies
a
in your head?
daydreamer.
Oh.
Yes, I'm writing little fictions and fantasies.
Have you written books?
No.
Little stories?
Yeah, but not much. It's not my cup of tea anymore.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe one day I'll write a fiction.
I would love that. Can we talk about The Simpsons?
I'm not a Simpsons guy. Yeah, sorry. I Futurama.
He's a movie guy.
The Simpsons movie, I love the Simpsons movie. I've never seen the
don't.
show. I've heard it's good, but the
You've
movie,
never
I've seen the movie.
seen the show.
I've heard that it's good.
What?
No, I've seen episodes, but not for like 30 years or something.
Oh
you know?
my god! So Futurama's your thing,
I liked it, but I'm not a TV guy.
like at all?
I
You're
have-
exclusively movies.
Well, I watch TV, but I've like watched, 3 shows a year maybe.
Oh shit! Okay.
Like I'm watching ER at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah, about the emergency room
but that's
from
like
the
a
90s.
that's not even like a fictional TV show. That's
No,
real
it's
life
fictional.
footage.
It's like
Oh.
George Clooney and shit's in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
I'm a George head as well. I love George Clooney.
Doesn't he do? Isn't it like known he does pranks on? And I'm like,
He
get over
does
yourself.
pranks. He does pranks
He's
on
so
people.
kooky. He does pranks on
God, to
set.
do pranks
and who
on
else
set.
can get away with it but beloved George Clooney?
Well, he's one of the most beautiful silver foxed men that's ever lived.
He is, and he looks old now. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, something happened where I was like, he went from silver fox
They
to
dyed
old.
his hair for this play, and now he looks old.
What color did they dye it?
Black or something.
That's too harsh for
It's
him.
really harsh.
Brings out the wrinkles.
I know, but he's been great since he was like 30 years old.
But he
we don't
rocked
know
it.
him otherwise. He was beautiful.
Yeah.
Now he's old. But age can be beautiful too.
I mean, yes. Yes.
I'm trying to think of other Tom Cruise. Oh, I got a good Tom Cruise recommendation for you.
Go for it.
So I think this is one of his key early movies. He made a movie with Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
And it was a sequel to the movie The Hustler, which is a classic 1960s
Is that the
Paul
one that
Newman movie.
J-Lo tried to redo? Hustlers.
No, that's Hustlers.
Which I've started 3 separate times and still can't finish
I
it.
think it's an electric, that movie. I love that film.
Okay, do we have the opposite taste?
We might have the opposite taste.
Because I thought that That and Crazy Rich Asians, I've never been able to finish. And
I
I've also
like
started
that.
that 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times.
What if the 4th time's the charm?
What
Dare not.
what if the sunken cost fallacy is real? That's right, I read business books and I'm not wasting any more of my time on that movie.
That's so funny. But The Color of Money is sequel to this classic movie, The Hustler. It's about a pool shark played by Paul Newman. And Paul Newman came back and reprised this role like 20 years later. So it's almost like the Top Gun Maverick of Paul Newman's career. And Tom Cruise plays the young gun, the new challenger, the upstart that Paul Newman takes under his wing somewhat.
That's
but I think
nice.
it's a very cool movie, and I think that would be another good recommendation.
Okay.
To see the young Tom Cruise.
Yes.
To see what he was doing.
We saw him very young in the first Top Gun.
Yeah.
Which I really liked, but the second one, we haven't finished the
You haven't
end of
finished
it.
I've watched it a couple times.
Yeah,
A couple of
nice.
times. We rented it on Prime to watch Top Gun Maverick.
Wow.
And it's literally the most like heightened, what's that? Like it's where
They've
it's
just stolen the old plane.
yeah, and it's like the music was swelling, my tears were swelling.
Wow.
And then
He
we
said, we got to
realized
stop this.
we were so late to an event and we had to leave, and then we never watched it after that, and then the rental ran out, and so now I'll never know the end unless I spend another
Surely
$3.
it's streaming for something. It's
not.
must not.
It's not.
Oh my god.
I know.
Well, I can tell you what happens.
Oh.
No, you
we'll
got
watch it, we'll watch
You
it.
got to
I think
experience
there's like truly 6 minutes left of the movie.
Far out.
I know, it
Wonderful
was-
6 minutes. Glenn Powell's around.
Yeah.
He's there in it.
He's in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He's in The Dark Knight.
He's in the third one.
Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
Who's he in that?
He's a Wall Street trader
He's getting his
that
shoes
gets his head
polished.
banged by Bane.
No way.
How scary is Bane?
Oh, he's awesome.
He was really a scary villain. I've just been introduced to the Batman series. So I'm done with Tom Cruise. I'm not really, but I think this is my new obsession.
Wow,
It's
okay.
really cool.
You're going to become a Batman.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But you're not really into Christian Bale. You haven't mentioned
No,
him.
I'm
Whereas I think he's cool.
no.
He is cool, I think.
Something about his mouth is just off for me.
He's got
And
thin
it's
lips.
very focused on that with his Batman mask. So
That's
that's
true.
all I've been able to stare at.
Yeah, you got to try. It's hard to look into the
He
eyes
does
of
have
Batman.
thin lips.
Very thin lips.
Yeah.
You think Batman should have more voluptuous lips?
I don't trust a thin-lipped person.
Yeah, you got to see the Val Kilmer Batmans. He's got some beautiful lips.
Which one's that? Is that quite an early on?
Yeah, I think so.
Because then we tried. Well, okay, I shouldn't have started with the Christopher Nolan ones because they're like obviously
Yes.
the best. So then we started with that. Best out the window, and now let's go back to the worst and try
Yep.
and get better from there. So it's like a PG one from 60 years ago, which is just
It's a Tim Burton
doing
one.
nothing for me.
Yeah.
And I'm confused straight away.
No.
There's no backstory. There's no Alfred and like the.
But you already know the backstory.
Yeah, but I want it to be like taken along again. And then why is Catwoman there when she's not in the others?
Well, because she's cool. They have
it just-
access to
What do you mean?
Catwoman.
It just annoys
She's in
me.
all of them.
Catwoman wasn't in the Christopher Nolan ones.
She is. Dark
She
Knight
is.
Rises, Anne Hathaway's
That's
Catwoman.
who Anne Hathaway is.
She's got the ears and everything. And that beautiful cat
Wait, was that the
suit.
last one we watched?
Yeah, the leather
Yeah.
cat
The
suit.
Thief.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like
I didn't like
Anne
it.
Hathaway's Catwoman.
I liked the one that Heath Ledger was in.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to watch The Joker after that with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
But Tom tells me that's not even in the same universe.
No, they're not connected.
I don't get it.
It's a lot
There's
to
too
go
many-
through.
I was trying to explain how
You were
there's
trying to
like
mansplain.
well, I was just like,
Yeah.
you were like, they're in the same universe. I was like, well, I mean, not really, but yes.
But like, am I the fool for thinking that the Joker movie, after just watching the Batman series, is not in the same universe? Like, what other world is the Joker in?
Well,
He's
yeah.
in Gotham.
But I guess the only way to do it would be to go, not every movie's connected in this world. Like if you watch...
But they should be. This is where I struggle again.
But if you watch, say you watch Jerry Maguire and then you watch Mission Impossible, you're not going, oh, well, it's not... They're not connected in any way.
Yeah, but they're not both set in the same town and called the same title.
But the Jerry Maguire set in Los Angeles, surely there's a Los
no,
Angeles in
this is
Mission
a
Impossible.
fictional town.
Well, so is Gotham.
Yeah, Los
Oh,
Angeles isn't
yeah,
fictional.
okay. But that's fictional stories going on there.
But they're in the same universe is what I'm saying.
It's because they're working off the same source material, but each director's having their own crack at it.
Why are there so many rewrites and reruns?
Because it's what people pay tickets to go see.
People are afraid to go see new. People are afraid of
That's
new.
me.
People need comfort of things that they know and
You went
understand
bananas
nostalgia.
for Lilo and Stitch. That's why people remake Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Okay.
Did you see Lilo and Stitch live action?
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
I really liked it.
Did you grow up with the cartoon?
Yeah.
So
I used to run around my house interpreting and I go, yeah, Lilo. And I try to do the Hawaiian accent. And I go, no, he's going to kill me. And then there'd be a chair that I'd run around the corner, pretend, and do the little hula. I don't know if that's cultural appropriation. I was like 5.
Yeah, at 5 it's okay. You can do stuff like that at 5, but do it again now.
And then Saturday Disney's, who used to watch the Lilo and Stitch cartoon.
There was a Lilo and Stitch weekly cartoon on
watched
Saturday
that.
Disney.
Never watched that.
It was really good. And there was a new monster every time.
A new
that's cool.
monster.
That's something else I don't like. When you take the original movie and then there's all these offshoots of the TV shows and whatever. I'm like, that's not it. Don't try it.
But I guess, yeah.
I know it works for little kids, but I see through it.
Isn't that what The Simpsons is? It was a movie and then they made all these.
No, Alexei.
These little episodes
Don't
and stuff
you
like
dare
that.
rile me.
Can I ask you, in the Simpsons TV show, do you see Bart's Pecker every episode, like in the movie?
No, you do not.
Well, did you like that when you saw Bart's Pecker in
I
the
actually
movie?
did because I was like, oh my God, that's the raunchiest thing I've ever seen.
An 8-year-old boy's penis in
Yeah.
a movie? That probably is one of the most raunchiest things
And a
ever in a
cartoon.
film. Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
It was crazy when it happened.
It was.
I remember when it
Yeah.
The
happened.
cinema went berserk.
Go, that's the boy's Pecker.
Pecker.
He's Pecker's on the movie.
Yeah. Do you think? Okay, can you analyze this for me?
Yeah.
I
Why
watched.
they show the Pecker? Yeah. Ooh, to test
You guys are
that.
like two sides of the one brain.
What's that?
That's it. We're a left and a right brain.
Hey.
Analyze this for me.
I'll analyze. Yeah.
This is my thought. I want you to tell me why.
I'd love to be on call for you in your daily life going, something's happened. I saw
you
something. I
please?
need an analysis
Can
for
you
it.
please?
I'd love to. Be all fantastic.
Oh,
Give me a
I
frickin'
would
break.
love that. Yeah, Tom can have a nap for once.
Yeah, what do you need analyzing? Let me do it.
Okay.
Let me analyze for you.
Why do I prefer to watch the same episode and season of The Simpsons that I have done for 25 years than start a new TV show?
Okay, this is a great question. I would say, can I ask you questions about
Yeah.
your life?
Yeah.
Are you stressed in your regular life?
So I don't think I am, but I think I am now.
when you watch stuff, what
I mean, you're on anti-anxiety medication.
Yeah.
so you have anxieties?
Apparently, I never knew I did until the psychiatrist told me.
Okay. I'm starting to feel danger in this room. But I would say, when you watch these, what is your goal? Like, what do you hope to feel or achieve when you're watching these? Comfort. Well, see, I think that's it. It's the comfort of things that are familiar, comfort of things that are known to you, rather than exploring and rather than.
That's kind of that you've nailed
But
that,
that's
by the way.
okay. I don't think it's bad. I think it's
Really?
going. Yeah, I think there's
I
something.
shouldn't be always learning and improving and
No.
productive.
My
and-
God, especially on your downtime. Like, you watch
Yeah,
them
but
to
it's
feel relaxed and
the
downtime.
majority of the time.
Well,
It's on in the background if I'm doing anything as well.
but that's okay. Like,
I
it's same
cleaned
as
the
listening to
entire
music.
wardrobe. This is about me now. This is a podcast.
Yeah, that's
this is
good.
you're the guest. Sorry.
No, I'd love to host. I'll host it. I'm more comfortable in a hosting
I'm just
seat.
gonna lie on the cat.
Yeah,
Let's
yes.
see.
Unwind to me. Let me analyze it.
I cleaned. Yeah, as I said, okay. So I took a Dexy yesterday for the first time ever.
Wonderful.
I had the most productive day of my life.
Congratulations.
I don't know if it's placebo. It was the tiniest dose in the world,
Yep.
and
Placebo is still good.
Well, I think I'm very impressionable because even if there was nothing in that, I was like, I'm on a stimulant, I must perform. And so I cleaned the house top
Beautiful.
to bottom.
And let me say,
While
as
watching The
witness
Simpsons.
to the audience here, the house is spick span beautiful.
Thank
clean,
you.
tidy,
That's what I've
sheening.
been waiting for. Thank you.
Wait no longer. I love this place.
Oh,
I love
you're
the way you
good to
cleaned it.
me.
But so you had the Simpsons on in the background.
Yeah,
But
for
I
like
think-
8 hours.
I think that's so normal. Like
Is
to have,
it?
yeah, because it's the same as listening to music or the radio.
Yeah, that's just my chosen audio.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. You're not
It's a
going.
comfort
You're not
voice.
sitting down and going, okay, let me see every detail
But
of
something
this.
about music and music lights up a part of your brain.
Mm.
I don't think The Simpsons do.
Well, then
If anything, it's killing some brain cells because there's like no growth happening and it's just Homer burping.
we just need that little
and
dough.
especially the new seasons, they're killing brain cells.
So do you watch the new stuff
I've
too?
watched every single episode.
Oh my God.
Multiple times.
But that's normal.
There's
I've
like
seen every episode of probably Seinfeld heaps,
Me
The
too.
Sopranos. I've seen it all over and over
Yeah.
again. But I think it's everybody has that. Everybody goes to stuff they know and feel familiar
Yeah.
with to connect something, probably to connect something within themselves again. And I think that's to feel like comfort.
nice.
To know yourself is to know the things that you love.
You're making me feel very good about myself.
I think I'm really good at that. I'm
I
really good at
think
validating
you
people.
are.
Yeah, I'm a validationist.
God, did you do that for your parents a lot
Oh,
when they divorced?
yes. Oh, yes, I did. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's what this whole goal
the
was
clip.
to like,
Oh, God.
yeah. Take a
thank you.
screenshot, take a timestamp, Tom.
Yeah,
We're
You
viral.
figured it out. Yeah, that's who I am.
That's the one. What's your
That's who I am.
comfort show? Do you have a movie? I mean, you can't watch a movie that many times. That's why TV shows great.
Some people do.
can. Yeah,
Some
you
people
can.
rewatch stuff all
What
the
have you
time.
rewatched the most out of a movie?
I really well, my Tom Cruise is probably Al Pacino.
Oh.
And so I've watched this movie of him that I just love called Carlito's Way. I probably watch that like once or twice a year.
Okay.
And that's for me Al Pacino's best movie star mode. He's really beautiful. He moves beautifully on screen, Al Pacino.
Wow,
Same
you're
with
so
Tom Cruise.
poetic.
They move beautifully, and that's like the eye attracts to that. And I go, love that. But yeah, there's movies you watch for comfort. I think for me, the other one like that would be there's this movie Australian film called Looking for Allah Grundy, and that's my favorite movie
heard
of all
of that
time.
one.
And
What's the genre?
comedy drama. It's like
Okay.
a coming of age movie. And it was filmed in like the parts of Sydney that I grew up in a
that's
culture very
comforting.
similar to mine. So when I go back to it, it feels like, looking at a family photo album of my own life almost. So that's one that I
How
go,
often do you watch that?
not every year, but sometimes I go, I need to connect to it. I need to
Yeah.
connect to it. I need to connect to myself. And that sounds like the Simpsons kind of thing for you. We go, I need to connect to myself.
It reminds me of being like the happiest when I was a little kid watching with my
Exactly.
brother and sister and like not a care in the world.
Wow.
And also the yellow makes me happy. It like stimulates my eyes.
Yellow is the happiest color. It's symbolism for happiness.
Are you just saying that because
No,
it's
it
obvious?
is true.
Really?
It's true. Yellow means happy.
Well, duh.
When you think about the smiley face, the smiling emoji,
and
if
red
you
is
will,
angry.
it's yellow is smile
Yeah.
and red is angry.
And pink?
Pink probably
You know that
pussy,
color?
horny, that kind of thing. Yeah.
You know that color pink that scientists discovered? It's like a particular shade that if you shut someone in a room, all four walls are painted this pink, they'll reach a certain point where it's like ecstasy and then it turns into psychosis.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it like the color pink of like this, like
I'd
the
say
microphone
it's more
lead?
like
this. Oh, that's crazy.
But like if all four walls are it and then
oh my god.
at a certain point it like screws with the brain.
You
I
should
don't know
do an
how.
episode of your podcast like that.
We
where you
should
go
paint the
try to
room.
figure it out.
How long can I record in a pink room?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great challenge for it.
It's incredible though.
Yeah, I reckon paint this room that color.
I would love to. I'm sick of these white walls.
It would look beautiful in the clip.
We'll ask the landlord.
Yeah, please, can we do it?
Let's not.
Go
let's
for
just
it. Just
beg for forgiveness.
Fuck the bonds. Eat the
Yeah.
bond up for the pink room.
Yeah. I've always wanted a pink room.
Can I ask some questions?
Please.
Of course.
As a film person,
Yep.
what are your thoughts on Succession?
I've never seen it.
That's Tom's all-time favorite
Yeah,
show.
I've never seen it. Like I said, I don't watch TV shows.
But
I
it's
got-
not a TV show.
It is because it's 10-part episodes.
It's art.
Yeah, art can be a TV show. Art can take the form of a TV show.
What is it about so you're just there for 90 minutes. No
Yeah,
more, no
for
less.
me, it's just like that's my chosen.
That's
my
so
chosen.
interesting. I've never met someone
not-
so
I don't
loyal
know.
to a
No,
particular.
but it's like I'll watch TV shows and stuff, but not much. Like I don't.
I guess you got enough on your plate.
Yeah, I'd rather watch a movie every day than a TV show.
You do
or two
that?
movies every day. Well, it's my job as well, so it's like I watch it for work. But it's like I don't know. TV is just not my chosen form to receive. You know.
Are you really like distracted when you watch a movie now? You're sort of dissecting it instead of just appreciating it.
Oh yeah, you can't turn it off. Like I
Yeah.
would say for TV shows, that often I can turn off a bit more while watching like reality TV.
Yeah, sure.
Like I can go like I love reality competition shows and shit. Like that's where I can
well,
really
that's truly just like
yeah. But I
you
can
watch
get
Beast
swept
Games?
up in them. No, but every now and
You
then
have
they'll
to.
come
That's
up
the
on
ultimate.
my.
that's our recommendation for you.
They come up on my feed, and I've seen a few of them. Like literally,
incredible.
the rare time like I'll scroll Facebook or something on my phone, that will come up very quickly, like a Mr. Beast video.
Yeah.
And I'll be trapped watching it for 40 minutes. Like it's on my phone, I'm walking around my apartment, and it's like, we're going to try and see this. They're going to throw 10 different things at this Lamborghini. And if this
Yeah.
guy can stop the train from coming to crash his Lamborghini, he gets to keep it. And I'm watching it for like 40 minutes.
You know who the modern day Tom Cruise is? Mr.
Mr.
Beast.
Beast. But he's got no charm.
But
He's got
that's-
negative charm.
He's got
He's
negative
got
charm.
no
He's like got psychopathic eyes,
yeah.
but that is modern day main character. Like he's chronically online.
Yeah.
He's
God.
he's just like a money making machine,
Oh my God.
and it's all through just YouTube and stuff. You know, I feel like that's the future.
He's the king of the algorithm.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is.
God,
You
that's
gotta
horrifying.
Like, I want to know his daily roster as well.
God,
his
he
routine.
must have no life. He must, you know, seize himself and surrender himself to that world.
Well,
to
even
the algorithm.
he just got engaged, and
God, that's
he
crazy.
used it for content, of course. If
Oh,
you're at the, but like,
God.
is nothing sacred?
That's
It's
it.
going to get clicks, of course, but I just feel like everything is curated with him. And even you know what? His latest challenge, his latest video on YouTube was like, I hadn't been spending enough time with my fiance lately, so I'm going to do the top 5 most expensive dates in the world. And like,
Oh my God.
it was just, which is kind of thoughtful to be like treated like that. But
I
also
don't know if
it's just for
thoughtful.
content.
It's just for content.
And like he's like cramming his quality time in with like, how can we make money off
yeah,
this?
see, that's. But do you think they have a private life together as well?
I don't know. He seems pretty busy. Well, surely
God
they have a
almighty.
private life.
Yeah, not much, but
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know much about him.
Yes, but I would say recently I've been. I've decided that I will watch Succession one day. I will
You
say
have
that.
to. It's
I will.
so good.
Yeah.
It's all shot on film.
See, that's beautiful to me.
There's one scene. Well, there's one episode where it's like a funeral scene,
Mm.
and they just ran the whole
That
funeral
was incredible.
twice
That was.
with 4
Cool.
IMAX cameras, and then just cut from there.
Sarah
Beautiful.
Snook's acting in that is
Yeah.
incredible.
I
All
love the
acting
cast.
is amazing, and the writing is so good.
Can I tell you what the final selling point was for me? Because everyone had told me those points of like, oh, it's shot on film, it looks beautiful, like talk about the writing, drama, and everything of it all. And also it's funny, but I was like, oh, yeah, but everything is. And I'd rather just watch movies than that. But someone told me it was the same writer or creator as Peep Show.
Yeah.
And to me, that was
That's
more
my other
interesting.
favorite show. That's
I
one of my
love
favorite
Peep
shows.
Show. Love Peep Show.
Hey,
and that made it
see
more
Peep Show.
interesting to me to explore it through that lens now.
To me, Succession's the best TV show, and nothing's even close. Like, there's such a gap.
Yeah, I think of my favorite shows: Sopranos, and Seinfeld, and then it's all like stuff that are not like things that are really TV show form.
Yeah.
Like I when I watch TV, I go, I don't want it to be cinematic. I want it to be a fucking TV show. Like that's why I like ER. I like Law and Order because it's just the same feeling every
yeah.
episode. Like
I
everything
don't like
is the
those
same.
shows at all.
That's probably my comfort. It's like I watch those for comfort because you watch an episode and you almost always know what you're going to get. It's going to have the same pathway, the same structure, and the same shape. And it's every time. But there'll be a new thing. Maybe it's a new disease. Maybe it's a new kind of crime that's going on.
It's the formula, but then slightly different. Yeah.
I like the
get
formulaic
that.
television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love The Sopranos too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nothing comes close to Succession.
No, I
To
think
me, like Sopranos is like aged now.
but that's good.
Yeah.
You don't see
What is
that
it,
as
like
good?
90s?
90s and 2000s.
Oh, that's cool.
But to me, it should be
It's
of
very, like-
its era. Something that should be
Yeah.
made should be of its era.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, I love Malcolm in the Middle.
I love
Malcolm in
Malcolm
the
in
Middle
the Middle.
aged really well.
Yeah.
It's so good. I cannot wait for the
Oh, are they doing
comeback.
a reunion?
Reunion.
Are they doing that?
That
Yeah,
won't go
and
well.
Dewey's not going to be in it. You know the youngest kid, Dewey?
They killed him. Oh.
No, they didn't.
Wait, no, I'm asking. Is like they.
Oh.
Oh, they just recast him.
No, he's just not going to be in it.
Oh,
like
wow.
he's grown
That
up now. He's
actor.
like 35 or something.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't want to come in it.
But
Which
who else
weird.
is going to be in it? Everyone else?
Brian
Cranston?
Cranston. I knew all their names.
Mum,
One-
son,
Muniz.
son. Yeah, Frankie Muniz.
Lois, she's so cool.
From
I love
Family
it.
Guy?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
No.
Yeah. They should just get Stewie to replace
Yeah,
Dewey.
Dewey.
They get Stewie in.
Yeah, Stewie.
All right, another question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Sanctum?
Yeah, the 3D movie with it was filmed in Australia, right?
Tilly's dad was in the dive.
No way.
Yeah, so this was actually touched on in an earlier episode and I never followed up on it.
Follow up.
But I did check with him because Will brought it up and I said, pretty sure my dad was part of that. And Will was like, shut the hell up. No, he wasn't. And then we moved on. And then
What
I
the hell?
texted Dad and he said, yeah, I was part of the film crew for that documentary. And it was based off, Tom, you probably know all the details more.
There was a dive
Yeah.
that this guy did, and then he made a documentary about it with Tilly's dad as
Yep.
producer, and Tilly's dad filmed some of it, and then that guy became friends with James Cameron, who saw the documentary, and they
And then
made
he did-
Sanctum together.
Yeah.
So during
Wow.
that filming, Dad wasn't one of the divers because he was part of the film crew being the producer. So they were in this cave and then flash flooding happened and they were trapped there for like 2 or 3 days.
Oh my God.
And-
so your dad was in the cave.
Yeah.
From Sanctum. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I know. And I thought I remembered that properly, but you never know with me.
Oh
but
my God.
There was like an article up in our pool shed and it was him in the cave and like and I was like, one day I was like, what the hell's that? But I was like 12. And
Oh
he was
my
like, oh yeah, I
God.
was stuck in a cave.
I saw both those movies. Probably both in the theater.
And what was the one? It was like Nullumbar Dreaming.
The documentary's really weird.
Well,
Yeah.
it's I've not watched it, but it's like an indigenous Dreamtime documentary.
Wait, so does your dad make documentaries?
He used to, yeah.
That's awesome.
He did one about climbing a mountain. He's gonna hate that I don't
When's
remember
that?
this. It's not Mount Everest, but it's another cold mountain.
Yeah.
And the guy, the main, I just remember it was like a memory from my childhood. This guy had no toes, and it was someone who
Wait, touching the void.
I don't
You make
know,
that
but
or
he
surfer?
got so much frostbite from this.
Yeah.
That was the documentary Dad was on, and I just remember this guy was like nubby and toeless.
Oh my God. What documentary?
I
Can we
could,
look it
They're
up?
they're so niche and they're so like
Wow.
amateur that they're hard to find.
That's awesome. I'm going to find them.
Are
I'm going to
you?
do it. Yeah, I will. I'm going to
honestly,
find
Dad
them.
would
That's
love
so
to
exciting.
talk to you because he's a
Wow.
real film guy.
Oh my God.
documentary person. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Fuck, that's so sick.
Well done for remembering that. I was meant
Sanctum.
to give that
He's a
closure on that
Sanctum.
story.
Yeah, I saw Sanctum on the big screen. I thought
How
it was
was
cool.
it?
It was a 3D movie.
Oh, was it?
It was when it was just after Avatar, where it was like everything's 3D. now.
Everything's 3D. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I'm glad that phase
Yeah.
stopped.
I hated 3D.
Well, you need glasses. So
Yeah.
It
it's
was
sort
cool
of.
when Spy Kids 3D came out, and then everything after that.
And that's just the red and blue, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not like they do
we're
now.
glasses heads, you know. You
Oh, yeah,
gotta,
you both have glasses,
You got to
so
put
it's
them
tricky.
on top or underneath. It's hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. On top or underneath?
I'm going to get prescription 3D lenses so I can watch movies. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
You're that committed.
I'm really committed to it.
Do you actually like a 3D movie?
Or it's the fun gimmick every now and
It
then. I've got a
is.
3D TV at home as my spare TV.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a little excessive.
I'm excessive.
But
I'm
that's
excessive.
your-
I live in excess.
Hey, great tax deduction.
We'll figure it out.
What do you think of 5D when they're like rocking your chair and blowing wind
Oh,
at you?
I'm trying to do every genre in 5D.
Really?
Yes, I'm getting close because it's like I try because I think it's crazy to see like
50 Shades of Grey.
I would love see that would be
You're getting
fantastic. Well, I saw the last movie I saw. Well, I saw Sonic in
Oh, the hedgehog.
the Hedgehog movie. That
and
I
was
saw,
it really shoot fast air going?
I was just shooting fast air. I got pink eye because it sprayed water. They spray water and it got in my eye and I got pink eye from it. I got pink eye from Sonic.
Who gets pink
But the other
eye?
weird thing from Sonic that I noticed in this 4DX screenings, it's a lot of stimulation of the ass.
Oh,
Like it's a lot of like just like your ass is being rubbed by a massage
like
chair.
my car seat.
Like the car seat. Yeah, like
That's
the car
weird.
seat.
I guess that's all they can do to, like in a chair. You're
Yeah,
very
it's
limited.
really weird. Like it's really, I was like, what the fuck is going on? It feels like Sonic's rubbing my ass right now.
Ass.
My ass was getting rubbed by Sonic. I don't know why they
Put
chose
that
to
on
do
my
that for
feet,
that.
please.
Yeah, please. Rub me
God,
down,
I-
Sonic.
You know, I'd pay $1 million. No, that's not it.
$1 million
But
is
I'd
a
pay
lot of money.
for a foot rub.
Wow.
Not for one.
Allow me. For $1 million, I'll do a foot rub. That's what I'd do for $1 million. I'd rub a foot.
All I want to do is get rich so I can afford a foot rub every day for the rest of my life.
Wow. I cannot stand massages. We
Anything-
really are the opposite.
We are, but the same.
We are the same. We are two sides of the same coin. When I'm getting
head?
when,
I guess I'm the tail.
whenever,
I always get the tail.
whenever I get a massage, I tense up more. I can't handle it.
Whenever I get a massage, I'm thinking two things. Firstly, how do I say thank you at the end to be like really appreciative because they've taken a lot of time? And
well, money,
like,
the
the
money's
whole
for
time
that.
I'm thinking I'm practicing my thank you. And then the second thing is if I'm paying for like an hour massage and she's done 20 minutes on this arm, I'm like, well, that's not enough for this one. And then the leg, and then she's still got to do the feet. And I'm like, and she has really
You do have
ill-planned
anxiety.
this.
I can diagnose it for you as
Is
well.
that
now. That
anxiety?
sounds like anxiety to me. But
Oh,
that's also what
boy.
I have. I have that. I
Okay, so
feel
is that what
too.
you're thinking when you're getting a massage?
No, I've just got, I get tense. I'll tell you one thing I'm thinking. I have to go to physiotherapy to get a massage. I go, this has to be technical. It needs to be like a
Yes.
technical massage for me to get. But often I'm thinking it's like, one of the reasons I tense up and go, you cannot make a noise. Like I go, I don't want to moan or groan.
Oh, like you're
I
so.
can't do
well, do
it.
you get a female or a male masseuse?
Usually it's like a physiotherapist.
Oh, right.
The third
Literally, not like a little Thai woman.
physiotherapist, yeah. I go, it has
A
to be, it's a
genderless
genderless
physiotherapist.
physiotherapist, a professional that's going in there. I just need that.
I do like a professional because there's no room for error,
exactly.
judgment, or
And I get like the cupping, I get the freaking the acupunctures.
Oh, not for me.
I get like the electrotherapy, all that kind of shit. I go for those.
What's the electrotherapy?
They put like little electrodes in you that like buzz. Actually, I don't know what they do because my head's face down. I've got no idea what they're doing.
Are
to
they
me.
like heart? You know those things that you've been watching too much ER, where they like those like little.
I'm getting
strapped
defibrillators.
in.
Yeah, I get defibrillators. I do
Do you
that
have,
once
like-
a week. I go into defibrillation just to
My
make sure
back's
my
feeling
heart's
better, but my heart's going nuts.
Oh my god!
tick is
Wait,
talking right now.
is it Tom Cruise that makes that girl re-defibrillate him?
That is in one of the
that's
movies.
in
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
MI4 or 5?
He
MI5?
dies and then is brought. He dies by the defibrillator and then is brought back to life by the defibrillator.
God. And he did that for real,
And he
I
did that
reckon.
like twice.
He did that for a few takes for real.
does his own stunts.
He died 7 times for 7 takes, and they got brought
anyone,
back.
it would be him.
It would be him. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't get it. I'm worried about moaning. I don't want to moan.
Well, yeah.
It's like that's too like.
Sometimes
you
I
know,
go, oh,
I've
that's
never
really
even thought
nice.
about that.
Yeah, like what am I going to go like? Oh gosh, oh Greg, that feels awesome, Dr. Greg, thank you. Oh
Screaming his name.
Greg. But it's I also once I went with a group of friends who went and had a foot massage together.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated it.
Why?
I actually got a limp because I couldn't walk because it made me so tense that they're just rubbing my feet.
Oh,
And it
no.
hurt. I was like 4 days.
Do you not like being touched in general?
I guess, I don't know. I have,
Like
I
a
mean, I don't seek it out.
sensory-
I like to hug people. I'm a hugger.
Yeah, it's Greek. Everything about you I bring back to Greek. I'm like, that's the only thing you are
I
to
have a
me.
certain zest for life that can only be cured by kissing people on both sides of the cheek.
And tzatziki.
I love it. That's what's
throwing
running through my
plates.
veins
Yeah,
right now.
throwing
That's my
plates.
passions. But no, I guess I don't seek to be touched, you know?
Okay,
Like
so-
while we're doing this podcast, the whole time you're like stroking
I'm
my
rubbing
hand
your
or
knee.
something. I probably would be very tense the entire time if I think about it now. I'm like, oh yeah.
Not that kind of
my
touch.
cup of tea, you know, not my cup
Just,
of tea.
yeah. No, that's fair. I went to a chiropractor once. And I think that's the last time I'll be going as well.
Because that's not real, right?
So-
Chiropractic is
No.
not
So that's something I used to believe was science. And now that I'm educated, it's not real.
I watch the videos all the time where people
Oh,
get into cracks.
God.
I love
no,
that.
No, I've seen them.
Yeah,
when
I
they're
love
like,
that. Did they crack you?
Yeah. And he didn't even tell me.
Oh my God.
You know,
Did it feel nice to get cracked?
Well, I was a bit like, oh God, I could see the back of my head. I was lying there and you know how they like sort of, they, what's the word? Like they mislead you. They almost like want to lull you into a false sense of relaxation. Because if you're stiff like you, being like, don't touch me, then that's when you do get an injury. So I was just chatting and I'm like, yeah, I got nothing on this weekend. And they just like spin your neck, whip crack
my
it. And I was like,
God.
oh. And he's like, yeah, that one needed to happen.
Fuck.
Like, I don't know if it did. I didn't come
Did
in
you go
here for
to
a
that
sore
American
neck.
guy from that I
From
see on
TikTok?
Instagram and stuff? Did you go to him?
No, this was like a small.
I'm obsessed with this guy.
You
I
think
love
I'm getting
seeing
into
it.
an American?
No, well, there's a guy who does it. He's in Australia. I saw
Oh.
him to Faraz Durrani, the Australian actor from the Underbelly of the Golden Mile. Faraz from The Combination.
What are any of the words you
Well,
just
he's
said?
an actor. I
What
saw
have
him
you
doing it.
just talked about?
I'll show you the clip of Faraz Durrani getting you.
Did you say a movie title or an actor's name?
His name's Faraz, the actor. He was in House Husbands. He was in Underbelly of the Golden Mile, and he was in the movie The Combination.
Oh boy,
But I saw
you've
him
got
doing it.
quite the memory on you,
Unfortunately,
mister.
I do. I lock a lot of things in, and they stick around.
If anyone tells you anything, do you remember that forever?
No.
Just the things you care about.
Just the things I care about, which is movies and movie related.
Okay. I'll find my thing one day. So what did he say to you?
He was on a video of the guy.
Of the
This
oh, and you're
chiropractor,
like, I
the
know him.
crackbacking one. Yeah.
Well, that's an actor, a famous actor.
but
That's
did
not
you,
me.
so what have you been, did you just go once?
No,
as
so I
chiropractor?
went twice.
Did you
because,
feel relief?
Well, you know what actually happened? I went to that guy upon a friend's, like my mum's friend's recommendation. She was like, he's amazing. And his last name is Healy. You think he's going to heal
wow,
you. Like
yeah.
that's kind of amazing to be in that industry.
Yeah. Either that would be like a
He's
a
foot-
rollerblade
Yeah,
put into a
true.
shoe.
Yeah. Hey, good one.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I was working on that for 3 minutes as you were saying everything about this guy. I was like, okay, how can I bring this around? How can I bring this around to a little reference?
Well, yeah, didn't disappoint.
Thank you, mate.
So once I went to him, apart from the neck cracking incident, which was just like wild, I had a really sore lower back. And I just thought, maybe I'll go to this guy. He's fixed everyone else apparently.
Yeah.
So he felt my lower back and he was like, yeah, you've got a twisted pelvis. And I was like, how
Oh
the
my
hell
God.
did that happen? I'm really not that raunchy. And so he got that little like clicky gun that they have.
What the fuck?
And he was like, down the spine and sort of like readjusting. And I was like, I guess that's some relief.
Wait, is it like
3 days later, I was hospitalized. It was a kidney infection. And if not for antibiotics, I would have died.
what the fuck?
And the chiropractor misled me, telling me I just had a little twist. No.
Oh my
a
God.
fucking full-blown kidney infection. I was pissing blood.
Oh my God.
Like this, the escalation, this is why it's dangerous. You need to see a doctor.
What the fuck, dude?
Not any chiropractor. So I don't know. I'm way off him after that. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I would think kidney infection
And
would be
because
one.
I let it go for so
God.
long, because he was like massaging, I think he inflamed it. And then it like,
My God.
it like went, yeah. So I think so lower back, this is a PSA because I didn't know this either. Like your lower back, if your kidneys are where your lower back is,
Yeah.
and it's it can be the same thing, like the same feeling.
Oh my fuck. What the fuck?
I know. Right, Tom?
I think he inflared you.
I think so too.
He said you have a twisted pelvis from sex.
Did
That
he
was
say
his
that?
diagnosis.
Did he say that? That's so inappropriate, I reckon. You've had sex, so you've got a twisted pelvis.
It's like it happens.
Your pelvis is twisted.
Once I'm done with you.
Oh my God. That's psycho. That's why those
Vulgar.
guys aren't doctors.
No, I know.
Yeah. That's so
And they're
funny.
playing
though.
around with your spine.
Oh God, no, that's fucked
back in
up.
your box.
But
Yeah.
I do love to see it happen. I love to hear those cracks.
I do love to hear the cracks.
I'd love to feel a crack one day, you know?
Have you seen them done on dogs?
No?
Yeah, they get the dog and he's like,
Oh God.
and they lull them again. They're like stroking them just like he did to me. And he was like, and all of a sudden,
God, no.
and the dog, the face
I've seen
is like,
horse ones. They do horse
oh,
adjustments.
horses are crazy.
What the fuck?
And imagine the animal has no idea what he's just
This
signed
should
up
be
for.
illegal, I think.
I think so too. Imagine, do you reckon they've paralyzed dogs and horses?
I reckon
and-
they've paralyzed people for sure.
Oh, for sure. But
I mean, you almost got your fucking kidney blown out by this guy.
no.
Oh God.
No. And there he is slut shaming me.
Yeah, you got this twisted pelvis chick.
I just wore bad jeans. And that's another way to get a
There you
UTI.
go. No, you probably didn't have a fucking twisted pelvis. You had a fucking kidney stone. You had a kidney infection.
I saw the worst post the other day of 35 kidney stones that had come out of a 40-year-old man because he drunk 3 liters of Coke a day.
Oh, good
Do you drink any
heavens.
Coke?
I'll have a Coke Zero every now and then.
All right, well, that's a little better because I'm pretty sure it's like the sugar, but mixed with acidity is what can like create
God.
kidney stones.
No.
Well, as long as you're not like, drinking 3 liters a day. But kidney stones are huge.
Is alcohol the same thing? Because there's sugar in alcohol. I drink
I'm sure
alcohol.
it's no better.
Oh, God. But I don't drink Coca-Colas very often or like, soft
I'd
drinks.
argue alcohol is the worst
But
because
it makes you feel really confident.
it doesn't to me.
Oh, it makes you feel excited. I become the belle of the ball when I have a few
You're
drinks
already
in
the
me.
belle of the ball.
I'm just cruising around, greasing palms.
That's how Toliopoulos.
That's how I network. Whatever event
And
I'll
he's
have,
got
go,
his
let's have
top
two.
off. Again.
I'm in the fountain. Check me out, guys. Check me out. Going for a dip in the fountain.
Yep, that's him. Do you feel okay after alcohol? Like, can you tolerate
Like
it
a
well?
hangover. I've had
Yeah.
hangovers. Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever had what they call?
I've
But
had
are you
hangover.
good at tolerating it?
I guess so.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, must be nice. Memory,
but also I'm like
memory and no hangover.
I'm a 100-kilo man, so it's like for
You
me,
can,
you know.
like,
yeah.
metabolize it better.
Probably, yeah, I guess so. Just it soaks up in every ounce of me, you know?
Well, it does to me as well, but I don't feel like the fun part. I just get the hangover.
Oh, wow. Maybe you're not drinking enough. Maybe you need to do it more often.
Maybe I need to double down.
You need to equilibrize it all, you know?
Hey, it's worth a shot.
You've had that advice before on the podcast.
Yeah, who
You're
else?
not drinking enough fast enough.
Wow.
Well, then-
but I'm a slow
why
drinker
do I
too.
just
I'm a
get
slow
a
drinker.
hangover? Like if I never get the buzz.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
don't
It's
know.
gone back to me. It's gone back to old Till and her problems.
Well, that's it. We're here to sort them out. That's what I'm here for, to analyze and to analyze and to repair.
Thoughts on the Baz Luhrmann Elvis movie?
Adored it.
Thank you very much.
I adored it. I'm not a Baz guy. I loved Romeo plus Juliet.
Did you
and
notice
then-
Yellow Ribbon Girl in the
What's
NBC scene?
No?
Oh, I'm surprised she wasn't a main feature of Why You Love the Movie.
Wait, are you in it? Are you serious? Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, now that's a rewatch for me.
Oh my god!
Wow.
You'll notice you don't have to-
I hate to bring it up.
No,
because,
that's so exciting. I didn't know
can
you were
show
in
you
the
exactly
fucking movie.
it.
Oh, you got to watch it. I gotta.
Yeah, Austin Butler and I also kiss in another scene.
Are you serious?
We had to do like 7 takes because he
Someone kept
needed
messing it
more.
up.
Yes.
Oh my
I
God.
kept like screaming every time. I'm sorry, we
Okay,
have to do it
she's
again.
crying right now and she's weak at the knees. We got to do another one. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Were you in the Gold Coast for like months and months? Did you get trapped through coronavirus?
Used to live in, yes, exactly.
Did you get COVID from Tom Hanks?
I wish. I got COVID from you, I think.
Did you
other
get
Tom.
COVID from?
Yeah. No,
Wow.
I used to live in Brisbane. So
Yeah.
it was like, yes, I would just drive back and forth to the Gold Coast like on the days that we were shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it all shut down while like COVID was there. I've
Yeah.
already like touched on it before, just like he was the first, Tom Hanks was the first one to bring it into the
Yeah,
country.
it's true. That's what I think about all the time. Him and
Celebrity
Rita Wilson
COVID.
getting sick.
I know. Are they not together anymore?
No, I hope so.
No, they are. They are.
Oh my God.
It's the other long-term couple. Russell Crowe. Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness.
That's the one.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman
the
and
one.
Deborah Lee Furness, they broke up.
Oh,
I'll
it was
never
bound
get
to
over
happen.
it. I'll never
You'll
get
never
over it. Oh, I loved them together.
You know, if Jay-Z and Beyonce ever break up, that'll be it for me.
Oh God, yeah, they're my golden couple.
They are.
Yeah,
They're
that's
my
couple
mother
goals.
and father.
Yeah, couple goals. Jay-Z and
It's
Beyonce.
actually unhealthy, the amount of envy I have towards Blue Ivy.
Why you want to be her?
I want every one of those people to be my relatives. I want Blue Ivy to be my sister, actually. And I want
There's like a
Solange to
fan
be my
fiction.
auntie.
There's a fan fiction going. Yeah, I
It's-
wrote a story
it's
about
kind
how
of
I was
unhealthy.
Blue Ivy's sister.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, it'd be so cool. We just adopted an Australian girl in her 20s.
So
yeah.
cool.
She
Yeah,
does this with
awesome.
everyone. She's like, I wish Will was our son. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
he's our friend.
Wow.
Like, we can still hang out with him.
Everyone I ever meet is my new, like,
Wow, you
So-
are like Wendy from Peter Pan.
Tilly would be like, I wish Alexei was my cool cousin.
Wow.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
welcome.
You can
You're
tell
in the-
people we're
you're in
related.
the family tree after
That'd be
this.
awesome to say, yeah, Alexi's my cousin. And go, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
can just tell
I'm
people.
Greek now.
Yeah, tell them that I'm your cousin or whatever,
Okay,
you
cool.
know?
Yeah. Greeks have a lot of cousins. I just went and saw Jane Fonda speaking at the Sydney Concert Theatre
Yeah,
place.
she's my auntie.
She's my grandma.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah,
She's
interesting.
88.
She's 88 years old.
Yeah.
88 years
But
young,
for real,
say.
I thought I would be a changed person if she was my grandma.
She could play your grandma in a movie, I think.
I would fucking love that.
Like, that'd be an Aussie movie go, oh, yeah, we got an American woman to play the grandma. Like, it would be great.
well, it's like when Cher randomly came into Mamma Mia 2.
And she's like, what, like 3 years older than Meryl Streep?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's awesome. Cher's so cool.
Yeah, she is actually.
And that movie was better than the first one. I'll say
No,
it.
it wasn't.
Are you serious? I think it's so much better. It's more fun. I like the flashback stuff. It's like Godfather Part 2.
Honestly, I'm going to say the whole Mamma Mia franchise is overrated. Not
I
as
guess so.
Yeah.
I'll co-sign.
I think it's totally like a fun mum movie, and my mum has even said, I just love watching it because it's like so pretty, and the water is
Wow.
and the white and the blue, and like it's just like a visually really like calming, happy movie.
I can't believe you're an Elvis. Sorry, I keep thinking about that you're an Elvis.
Oh
That's
my
so cool.
God. Go
Wow.
right ahead. Think about me.
I'm
what
gonna
you
watch
like.
it. I'm gonna watch Elvis again this weekend. I reckon.
Okay.
You got to tell me where you are because I got to spot
I'll show
it.
you.
I loved that movie.
I did too.
I loved it.
I was
I
biased.
think it's obvious enough that you don't even need to know. You don't need it pointed out.
Really? Are you serious?
That's a huge compliment.
Did you have a name?
Irene,
Irene.
but I was referred to as Yellow Ribbon Girl because that's
On
what I
set?
wore. Yeah.
Did
and
Baz talk to you? Did Baz direct you?
he did.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Far out. What was he like?
Really cool.
Yeah.
Like the most eccentric, artistic person you could think of.
Yeah, that's when I do think of the most eccentric artistic person.
Yeah.
Baz would be like in the first.
And so is
thoughts.
CM. Sorry, Catherine Martin. We all called her
Of
CM
course,
on set.
CM. Yeah, his lovely bride.
She's
The
so
Deborah Lee finesse to his Hugh Jackman, if you will.
totally, but they're
Yeah.
never breaking up.
I
They
hope
better not.
I hope not.
Well,
If they do, will crush me.
You know, they're well, I don't know if this is like speculation, but let's speculate.
No, I'm not. I dare not
No.
speculate. I
No.
dare not speculate.
No, we
We can't.
shan't.
He's your co-worker. You can't speculate about your
so
co-workers.
So right.
Wow. Yeah, he's
He's really cool.
I love him.
Like to be in someone like that's presence. I was like, oh, see, that's what I'm craving. I want
Wow.
Tom Cruise's presence just to
Yeah.
rub off on me. But they're such professionals.
Yes.
At the top of their game, like interesting, creative people. That's just. I was obsessed just to be around them.
God, it's so cool because I'm not a Baz guy. Like but then I went.
I love all these movies.
I truly think watching Elvis unlocked things for me.
Really,
because
that was your unlocking.
it was,
awakening.
and then I could go back and enjoy other films more because Moulin Rouge not really
Great Gatsby?
my cup of tea. Great Gatsby I kind of liked, but it didn't excite me so much.
Romeo and Juliet.
Love that.
Love
That's
it.
Watching
hard
Romeo
to
and
deny.
Juliet as a teenager was like, oh, this is so cool.
And
I didn't even know what
especially-
Radiohead was yet, but I was like,
Yeah.
this sounds
Love
so
that
good.
soundtrack and
Especially having the option to watch that in English when we were reading the book.
Yeah.
And then we could watch that as I was like, oh my God. And same for Great Gatsby, actually. It came
Yeah.
out at like the exact time. I was
Yeah.
like, this is fantastic.
Like for me, it was, and Strictly Ballroom I was quite
Oh, I
liked.
love Strictly
but I went
Ballroom.
back and rewatched it after seeing Elvis, and I go, "Oh, this is a fucking masterpiece."
Well, that was his
But
first
then
one because he came from a
he came
ballroom
from theater and
beginning.
ballroom, yeah. And I think now Elvis unlocked things for me because it's. I think when I was younger, I wasn't drawn to a maximalist style. Now, as I'm older, maximalism is something I'm much more drawn to. And seeing Elvis, I go, "This is such a big maximalist film."
Yep.
It's like a fucking 3-hour long trailer.
Yeah.
Like it's so big and so heightened and so operatic, and the spectacle of it all really works.
What did you think of Tom Hanks in it?
I loved that. And I'm also
Yeah?
not a Hanks head.
Yeah.
Not always. I mean, it's hard not to like him. He's a great actor.
He's
but
a lovely guy.
oh my god,
He's my
that's
coworker,
so funny.
so
He's
I
a
can
coworker.
tell
You
you
can
what he's
say
like.
that. But when I love him taking a risk and like throwing a big swing out there
Yeah.
and going, I'm going to do a weird accent. I'm going to play
Yeah.
fucking Goldmember
And in
for
like
an hour.
a fat suit and a bald cap
Love
and a walking
that.
stick. And
I love that.
yeah, he really it was interesting though, like how much they focused on that aspect of Elvis's life. Just
Yeah.
like it seems like a very, I don't know,
Yeah,
insignificant.
Colonel Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought Austin Butler was incredible in that.
I did too. What do you think of him not losing the voice after? Is that just
that
what
happens,
happens?
I
Yeah.
guess. That can happen. I think it's cool.
Have
But I've
you-
seen him in lots of movies since, and it doesn't affect the movie.
No. Maybe he just maybe he just, I don't know, changed his vocal cords. People can do that.
People can do that. I interviewed him as well, and it was he did have the Elvis voice.
So he must have mentioned me then.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, where's that little yellow ribbon girl? If you know that little yellow ribbon girl,
You know,
go find her."
he knew my name.
Wow.
I've already gone through this,
Wow.
so I don't mean to repeat myself. But okay, maybe you can answer me this.
Yeah.
Because I've talked to Charlotte about this and it doesn't make sense, all right? We were in the middle of filming and I was being in character, Irene, and then he looked at me and we were also okay, we were filming and he was method acting and he was like being flirty, obviously, and
Yes.
I was acting, so I was like, because that was what we had to do. And then it was in between takes. So everyone was meant to be out of character. Or like, you know, we went.
Yes.
And then he looked at me and said, "What's your name?" And I said, and I blanked and I was like, "Oh, Irene." And he goes, "But that's not really your name, is it? Your name's Tilly." And I said, "Yeah. How did you know?" And then
I read the call sheet.
and I said,
Elvis
"Yeah."
reads the call sheet.
And your
Yeah.
name's Elvis, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone after that speculated that we were dating because he was like outrightly flirting with me between takes
Oh
in
my
front of everyone.
God.
How did he know my name? Why did he want to know my name? That's not
Wow.
acting. Elvis would never need to know Tilly's real name. So what's the story there?
He's in love with you.
You heard it here first.
He's in love with you. Here we go. You got it.
I
Wow.
think that's the only reasonable
Wow,
explanation.
wow.
Also, he would like stay back. Okay.
Oh my God, this guy was in
He
love
would,
with you.
okay, the next, this is after we kissed, by the way. The
7
first one
takes.
was
Yeah.
before, and then, sorry, Tom, is this painful for you to hear?
Yeah, I don't care.
He's so
Oh,
immune
no.
to
He
it.
likes it. He's smiling.
He's in the cuck chair. No, that's just the producer chair. No, I'm pretty sure he likes it. So he lingered around the stage. Well, maybe he wasn't lingering, but that's where he was performing. And then
The camera's pointed at him and he goes, he's lingering around here quite
he's
a
so
bit.
close to me. It's like, yeah, step on your mark.
Yeah, I think you've lost your mind, actually.
God, Austin.
Yeah, wow.
Desperate much. And then he was like, he would just ask me questions like, how are you going today? What's happening?
Yeah.
And like,
What's fun to do in Brisbane?
yeah,
Yeah,
literally
wow.
stuff like that. You can do his voice way better
Yeah,
than me.
yeah. Well,
And then-
just doing Elvis. Yeah. Yeah.
And then after that, he waited and he waved goodbye to me.
Wow.
Everybody left. There was like hundreds of
Did
us.
he pay attention to anyone else? Were his
Not
eyes
that I saw-
solely for
not
you?
that I saw.
Was he
Solely for
sharing
me.
scenes with other actors and stuff?
They were stealing kisses. He kissed me. The rest of them kissed him. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Now you're
Indifference.
sounding a little crazy.
No, I'm not. It was in the script that he kisses me because he looks at
Yeah.
Priscilla and he's trying to make her jealous.
Oh my
Whereas
God.
after he kisses me, he moves on and he keeps singing, and then the girls think, "Oh, I'm allowed to kiss him." So then they all kiss him. So that is actually what happened.
Wow, yeah, he's in love with you. When are you going to get him on the pod?
You're so right.
Yeah,
I just think it's better to
Austin.
keep my men apart
Yeah, true.
until we get
true,
another
true.
producer. It's just
Well, he
safer.
could, what about Austin producing the podcast?
Tom's
that'd
the
be
guest and
awesome.
Austin's
Yeah, you get on the
producing.
guest spot, Tom. Fuck, that's so funny. I had no idea. I can't wait to
Do
watch
you
Elvis
think
now.
differently of me now?
Yes, now I think you are a major motion picture
Now
star.
I deserve those personalized
Yes,
plates.
now this is but they should say Irene. You get one on the front that says
Yellow
Irene, one on the
ribbon
back that
girl.
says Yellow Ribbon Girl. YL0 GRL. That's it.
Zero.
Yellow Girl.
Where's the zero come in?
Well, you would have to have one number in the plate, right?
YL0.
Zero? Yeah, yellow?
I thought you were saying Z. I feel so stupid.
Oh, God.
I
no,
heard
no,
a
no.
Z.
Oh, God.
I think I'm
so
hungry.
sorry. No, she's
No,
hangry.
I'm
She's hangry.
embarrassed.
No. All we've had to eat today is a
It's
Vegemite babka.
Babka, yeah. We went to a beautiful little event this
We went to an
morning.
activation. We met at an activation today. It was wonderful.
You know, that's my least favorite sentence.
Yeah, we met at an activation and we did a
I hate
couple
the
of
word
Vox Pops.
activation.
I love it. I love going. I go to every activation. Take
And
me
I
to an
get every
activation.
tote bag.
I got all the tote bags, got all the caps. I'm wearing my Squid Game tracksuit right now from the Squid Game activations that I've been to.
Oh, that's so cool.
I love those. Yeah, I think it's so cool. Love them.
What I really do love is this yellow jacket, and
Thank
I know
you.
that's lost on a podcast, but I think that's really cool.
Let it be known if you're listening to this, I look beautiful. If you're not watching and you're just listening, I look fucking smoke show in my yellow jacket, my yellow coach jacket.
You look hot as hell.
Thank you. Coming from the yellow
I thought it
ribbon
was
girl.
orange.
Well, it's a kind of burnt orange
It's a
yellow.
taxi yellow.
Yeah, it's somewhere in
See,
between.
my water bottle is yellow.
Yeah,
oh,
sunny,
fuck,
happy
I've just
yellow.
fucked myself. Okay, so that is orange. I thought I was proving my own point, but I went against it.
Yeah.
You know what I hate, just before we leave?
Mm-hmm.
When like a customer service person says, could you please give me a Google review? And I think,
Oh, do you ever do it?
I think, yeah, good luck. I can't even write an Instagram caption. I can't text my brother without someone's help. I can't get past page 2 of a book that I've trying to been reading for
Wow.
like weeks. Yeah, good luck.
To write
That
the
your
Google
Google
review.
review will be the thing that
I reckon you
that
should.
changes me.
I reckon this week write one Google review.
What?
Try and break the curse. Write one for the activation we went to. Going, yeah, hot fellas.
No, I need to
and
write-
just that activation is a 5-star experience.
No, that's the thing. I can't get to that level. Do you
I
have to
have
like
written-
sign? Do you have to make an account, like a Google review account?
Well, you would have a Google account. You have a Gmail, right? I mean, I've never emailed you, so I don't know if you've actually got a
Why
Gmail
do
account.
you assume?
Sorry, I'm
I've got
assuming.
a Hotmail.
Yeah, you've got an Aussie mail and a
And
Hotmail.
you know what? My dad made me an email years ago.
Live.com.
Tilly@comic.com because he said
you're-
it's very important to brand yourself.
Because you're a comic.
I'm not
That's
a comic.
awesome.
I was never a stand-up comedian.
I think you should become a stand-up comedian and you can be
And
called
it's-
Tilly@comic.com.
and it's through the spammiest looking site you've
That's
ever seen.
awesome.
Right?
Yeah, it's awful.
If ever
it's
I
the opposite
send
of
an,
professional.
if ever I
Do
send
people
an
email that? Do you email
junk.
from that?
Never.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's
Tilly@comic.com.
And you know who's the only person who emails me from their dad? Because
That's
he's
so
trying
good.
to make it work.
That's so awesome.
And he goes, I really think you should use it, Till.
I do Google review every now and then.
That's very generous
But
of
it's
you.
like if I go to a restaurant and I really like it, that's usually where I go.
You're the people.
Yes.
Who
yes.
do that
I've
for
Google
the rest
reviewed
of
my
us.
favorite restaurants.
What are they?
Pazar in Canterbury. This one
Is
that
this
closed
in
down
Sydney?
in Melbourne that I've reviewed that too.
Mm.
But it's usually just go, you know what? I'm going to do that. Maybe they'll give me something cool next time I come.
I doubt it.
Yeah, well.
I don't think they'll even know, right? Or do you show them and you're like, I reviewed this.
Excuse me, I'm a
5 stars,
Google
5
reviewer. I'm a
stars.
Google reviewer. I'm a Google reviewer.
And they bring you bread and you go, thank you. They go, it's free for
help
everyone.
out. I like to help out
Like a good
you know,
Samaritan sort of thing. Well, this was my
I'm
dentist.
very kind.
I was leaving my dentist yesterday and she
and
said,
they asked for a review.
they asked for a Google
Can
review.
I tell you,
I said, sweetheart, I've already paid $1,000.
The only time I've actually been asked for a Google review, I didn't do it. And it was for, but you're not going to believe this. The only two times I've been asked for a Google review, as if you would review this. One, a property manager for a place I was leaving, who was good, but I'm not going to go, yes, you did a great thing. I was like,
5
you
stars.
treated me nicely or whatever this whole time. And the other one was another real estate agent that showed us a place that we moved into. So he wasn't even the property manager. He was just this guy. He was
don't
younger
like
than
it.
me as well, showing me the place.
I don't like
and
it.
I go, what am I going to do? Like, yeah, this kid showed me the bathroom. Okay.
I think
and
it's
no,
the
he didn't.
rudest thing to ask someone.
It was too whack. It was too whack. Going like, yeah, can you give me a good Google review? And one, he didn't show the place that well. We live in a place that the bathroom, the toilet is it's in between a bathtub
Yeah.
and the shower. So you got basically no berth. You're trapped in there.
Oh, you have a bath. You have a bath and a shower.
Yes.
So
So they're
you're
not
rich.
together. No. I'm poor and they
Mr.
put them in the wrong
Millionaire.
place. They not very good. Not very ergonomic in
and the
there.
toilet is in the
The
bath.
toilet's in between the two, and it's like you have no room. You're squished in. To take a dump in this toilet is not pleasurable.
This shower starts to steam the particles of the shit.
I do like that. That's why I turn the shower and I go, we need to
That
steam
is a
these shit
benefit.
particles out there. But you know, it's like no good to live that way. It's no,
Absolutely
I'm cramped
not.
in my own home. And
Do
it's not like
you-
you test that out. Like I didn't go sit on the toilet when I'm doing a walk around the house. Go, oh, sorry, mate.
Oh,
do you
this
mind
is
if I
nice.
take a shit in here to see if it's going to be torturous for the rest of my fucking
Well,
life?
maybe
in
he
this
would have gotten a
apartment?
5-star if he let you.
If he did, he'd go, oh, by the way, if that would earn a 5-star review,
Yeah,
you're
it would,
right.
it would.
If the guy goes, would you like to spend an
Try
hour
it
in
out.
here by yourself take a couple of craps.
That's absolutely.
Maybe cook a sandwich on the stovetop, something like that. Spend an hour or
See
go.
if the door's shut properly.
They should let you go, okay, if you're really thinking about this, come in for
sleep the
3
night.
hours at night.
Sleep the night.
Even
because
lay down in the because now the too much light comes in from this place.
absolutely.
And
How
it's
long
a
could
rentals.
you?
I'm too scared to put.
How long could you
curtains in.
push that out? You go 5 stars is coming as promised, but I just gonna need another night here.
I need a little time to wander around.
It's been 3 weeks. I just need one more night. You'll get your review.
That's it.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh God. Oh.
Oh,
Fuck.
it was good. Just keep talking.
Okay, we'll keep talking about this real estate agent from 5 years ago that I met.
We can wrap up whenever you're ready as well.
Fuck.
No, we have to remember this
Real
thing.
estate agents are the least deserving people of a Google review. This is what I had to say, but they're literally doing nothing.
No, well,
The
yes.
house. Also, do you rate the quality of the house?
No, he just wants me to rate the quality of his chat, I guess.
Because do you know when you're ever on a call on Facebook Messenger and
Yeah.
then it asks, rate this
I know.
call?
I go,
I
"Do you-"
always do it depending on the quality of our conversation.
Yes,
Not the
agree.
quality of like the signal.
And then I screenshot it and send it through to the person. I go, this is a 3-star
like
chat.
if I was, yeah. If
Not
I'm
enough
talking to like,
riffing, brother. Not
my
enough
best
riffing.
friend, I'm like, God, that was good. 5 stars, Messenger.
Yeah, that's what I see. We are similar. You and I
We
are similar.
similar.
Yeah, but it's also like, what's this guy like? But also, I'm such a people pleaser that to this
Well,
guy
that's
that
why
I'm
I
going,
say yes to the Google
I'm
review.
I'm shaking his hand with both hands, being like, thank you so much for showing me around. It was a pleasure dealing with you, and like all that stuff. So that's probably why he thinks, this is a sucker. I can get him to give me a 5-star review. It's like, no, I only cared about it in the moment that you liked me.
Yeah.
Now afterwards, I don't care so much if you like.
If you're
me
not
or
in front of me, you don't exist.
I'm
I don't.
also kind of scared of real estate agents. Like I want like the people who own this place to like us.
Yes.
Because I feel like that will benefit us somehow at some point.
I just want everyone to like me. There's no harm in that.
No, but like I feel like I'll break a door and they'll be like,
Tom's
that's
put a
okay.
hole in the wall already.
Have you?
He gets
Are you
so
angry?
mad.
Oh God.
He gets so
I
frightening.
chipped a sink in a place that I was at because my toothbrush, like an electric toothbrush, and the charger fell as I was reaching
What
it.
a
and it
weak
cracked the sink.
sink.
Yeah, it was too thin where it cracked. I go, that's so
Wow.
upsetting.
Porcelain was cracked by plastic.
Porcelain was cracked by, a harder plastic. It was where the battery and pack and all that shit was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing. It was within the first 3 weeks of moving into this place. And then they didn't fix it till we left.
never do.
Yeah, they go,
You have to live in your own filth. It's awful. Well, now we have the hole in the back of the door. Tom just opened the door there was like not a stopper, and he opened the door too vigorously, and it like punched a hole in the back of the door.
Into the wall.
And my dad was like, you need to email them and say, there was no door stopper.
Yeah.
And I was
Have
just
you
like,
done it?
No.
They're only finding out from the podcast because I have learned that
Our landlord
the
listens
landlords
to this.
listen to podcasts.
Is that true?
No,
God.
It'd be crazy if it was, but it'd be good listenership.
Well, then we better ease up on that pink paint. I already ordered it in bulk.
The Dulux is on its way.
Yeah.
I honestly think Tilly's like the best tenant though.
Yeah,
Why is that? 'Cause I'm
5
so-
stars.
So
Google
clean.
review.
Fastidiously tidy.
You should
If they are
Google
listening.
Google review her as a tenant. Google review her. 5-star, great tenant. You should have
That
seen her
would
pop
be-
this Dex into 8 hours of
That
cleaning.
would be a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, true.
Elaine would hate making a Google review, and then she ruins her apartment
Yeah.
and needs... No, she's great in her apartment and
Yeah.
needs a good Google review.
And Kramer is living carefree because he Google reviews everything and people like him from it. But then
Yep.
he becomes a Google review influencer and he can make or break businesses in New York.
And then Jerry's like, what's the deal with Google
Yes.
review? Oh my God, I'm Jerry.
You're Jerry.
this.
Well, you're Tilly at comic. So, of course, you're
Got me
Jerry.
there. Dad's so happy right now. He's like, yes, and that's why it mattered.
That's the show.
Because Alexei identified you as a comic.
Tilly at comic. That's
Tilly
the
at
email.
comic.com.
Leave your reviews
God,
at
is
Tilly
everyone
at
going to
comic.
email me now?
I'm fucking absolutely emailing Tilly at comic.com.
I feel like everything will just go to spam and implode my...
They all get a virus instantly.
Yeah, literally.
Brutal.
If you send me an email, you get a virus.
Brutal.
What are the 2 movie recommendations?
Oh, Collateral, must watch. I think that'll be really fun.
Have you written this down,
Because
Tom?
I want the viewers to watch it as well.
Yeah,
All right, well, we're
Collateral.
going to check back in.
A cruise. Other cruise ones would be The Color of Money for an 80s one. The Color of Money, which is a sequel to The Hustler. You don't have to watch The Hustler to enjoy it. But I think those are the two to see 2 different aspects of Tom Cruise.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And you have to watch all 40 episodes of Succession.
I will.
Yes.
By the next time I'm here, I'll probably have watched Succession.
Good.
Good.
I'll
See
do
you
it.
tomorrow.
Homework sorted.
Yeah, homework
Can I just
sorted.
ask real quick, what do you think of the coconut cake that Tom Cruise does?
Oh, I would love to try it. I love
too.
coconut
The
cake.
bundt cake.
Have you made it?
No.
Are you a cook? Do you cook at
Yeah,
all?
I love baking.
There's recipes for it.
I should
Yeah.
do it.
It looks beautiful.
What if that's my new thing, that I make the cake for everyone's birthday instead of order 60 grand
I
worth
think
a year?
that would get you 5-star Google reviews all around because
Oh,
like
you're
that's
good to
such
me.
that's a fucking cool
When's your
thing to
birthday?
do. My birthday is May 19th,
Oh,
1991.
I hate
I'm
it when it's just
34 years
been.
old. Yeah, I'm admitting at my age now.
Are
I'm
you
34.
a Taurus?
I am a Taurus, yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
Stubborn is
good
one
on
of the
ya.
qualities they say, but I don't feel like I'm
Don't I
stubborn.
know it?
What are you?
An Aries,
When's your birthday?
10th of April.
Oh, nice. It's also just been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could
happy
have made each
birthday.
other. Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Next year I'll get the cake sorted for you.
We'll make one for each other.
Yeah,
Deal.
absolutely. But yeah, we got to do the same Tom Cruise cake, and who's better wins.
Okay.
Tom decides.
Okay.
He hates coconut, but okay.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. No. Fuck. That's not going to work. Unless one of us can win him over with coconut.
Oh.
I hate a bounty. Bounties are yucky.
Really? It's one of my favorite treats.
Well, if it's good enough for Tom Cruise, it's good enough for Tom Richards. Hey?
You've just doxed me.
Holy shit. Bleep
Like your
the
Facebook
surname.
didn't do that.
Bleep the surname.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, I had a dream.
I had a dream.
I had a dream.
Who else had a dream?
Oh, we shan't say. We shan't say. There's no need to compare ourselves to him. But yeah, this was so fun. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks, Alexei.
My pleasure. You got to come on my podcast sometime
I
as
would
well.
love that. Can I just talk about Tom Cruise again?
Yes, of course.
And
Pick
the
some Tom Cruise.
Simpsons.
We would love to have you on the last video store. Talk about your favorite movies. Be
Oh.
wonderful.
Okay, now you're gonna get me started. I love video stores.
Wow. Really? Oh my god. Okay, you got to come on.
I'm so nostalgic.
You
for them.
got to come on.
I would love to. Great, you witnessed it here.
You witnessed it. You witnessed it. You witnessed it.
Witnessed it with Toliopoulos.
Yeah,
Signing
that's
off.
it. Let's do it, babe.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
That was so fun.
Oh,